Right, I put up my sleeves for this big one. I haven't really spoken much about this Israeli-Palestinian conflict due to people's suspicious natures. Before I go on, I'm an Essene, which means I'm a Gnostic. And Essenes are also Jews by birth, but we go down the original Hebrew path, and let's get into it. Pretty much Israel, since early days, since early occupation of Roman days, the Romans have always sought out to infiltrate politics, religions, temples, and the Holy Land as a whole. And they realize that the peoples there are very strict in terms of communal doors opening, very tight-knit communities. Anyway, fast forwarding and now to this present time, and you see what's taking place in Israel, and you see what took place at the Dome, I think it was, or was it Al-Aqsa? I don't know, because they show you different images to condition people as to what is what, Al-Aqsa or the Dome, because it's not the same. Anyway, these colonial settlers, for the most of them, not all of them, majority, yeah, are these Teutonic Knights, Nazi people, okay? And they have been working very, very closely since early stages of occupied territory with the Palestinians. Do you understand? And they're eradicating all the original people, which is why Ethiopians are being sterilized in Israel. The reason why Ethiopians are being sterilized in Israel is because they got Hebrew, Moorish ancestry, and also Tartarian ancestry, which is a forgotten history which has been completely wiped out by these Babylonian Aryans and these other Aryans from India that follow this social hierarchy system, because Tartarians don't follow that, and they like to sit on top of you and have this one-up-manship. I know the word one-up-manship is for mankind, but it seems like they've developed these attributes and characteristic traits by living alongside them, integrating with them genetically. You see, they didn't just change the genes of the 12 tribes in Babylon. The Babylonians also changed their genes, their own genes, mixing with the 12 tribes. And the 12 tribes aren't all from the same origins. As you can see, Yaqub, it shows you, has different wives, different concubines for each children of his own children. So you can put that forward to the tribes as well and say, well, maybe pretty much that's the same sort of path that he took as a eugenicist or as a geneticist, Yahweh and Anunnaki. That's pretty much it. Whatever happens, happens. We move forward, we move forward. As long as the Crystal City will rule Yerushalayim as their Melchizedek king, that's the main priority. All your other politics, Tamahu, what do you call them in Hebrew? Goy movements. It's a worry, yes it is, because they're very adamant people. They're like a program or like a computer constantly trying to dial up to the internet. Just even if it doesn't make the connection, just keeps trying. Like the old school beeping noises, server noise.